What's good, trader homies? Your boy Kevin from Touchdown Trades, and today we're going to be switching things up just a tad bit. We're going to be ruffling some feathers. There's videos all over YouTube, and my channel is no exception, talking about the top stocks to buy right now. Large caps, penny stocks, small caps, stocks all over the spectrum. But today we're going to be switching it up. Instead of talking about the top stocks to buy right now, we're going to be talking about stocks that should be sold right now. Because I think it's important to look at things from both ends of the spectrum. Talking about stocks that are good deals and talking about stocks that should be sold and be removed from our portfolios altogether. And we're going to be talking about two different kind of stocks. Stocks that I think are just crap companies and that are heading lower and are in trouble with a long-term outlook that isn't looking good. And stocks that I think have a promising future but have just been too strong, are too extended, and are due for a pullback. The top 5 stocks that we need to sell right now. What's good, trader homies? It's your boy Kevin from Touchdown Trades, your trading BFF, your stock market bestie. We're switching things up today. We're going to be ruffling some feathers. We're going to be causing some frustration, and I know there's going to be some hate in the comment section today because we're talking about the top 5 stocks that I think should be sold right now. These are 5 stocks that should not be in your portfolio at the moment. And I'm not saying that I hate all of these companies that we're going to be talking about, but I think that they're too extended and that we can get them at a later date and at a better price. So let's jump right into it. Before we get into it though, check out the 2-week free trial of our trade alert service and chat room in the description down below. We just caught a nice trade on AMC and we're looking to start the week off strong here as well. So check that out in the description down below. All right, so the ticker that I want to talk about first is the one that I am down on the most and I think has a lot of rocky roads ahead of it. It is in big trouble in my opinion, and that is going to be Roku, ticker ROKU. You guys all know about Roku. It is the streaming service where you can access Netflix, Hulu, and a bunch of other streaming services through the Roku USB disc that goes into the HDMI port on your TV, or through the Roku TVs. They're now making Roku TVs where you have the Roku operating system built into the TVs. And this thing is up big over the course of its lifetime since it IPO'd back in, I believe, 2018 at $15 per share. And it's since ran up and has hit highs of 175. Today we're trading at 164. At first thought, the thesis of this Roku sounds really good, right? We're heading away from cords, we're heading away from cable, and we're heading towards a streaming-orientated lifestyle, right? All your TV is going to be streamed through the internet. There's not going to be cable in 20 years. So shouldn't that benefit Roku? But here's the problem. So here is my thesis on the Roku and why it is a long-term sell and it may never reach all-time highs ever again. Okay, so last year, 70% of all TVs sold were smart TVs. You can see that here, that in this Consumer Report article, that 70% of TVs sold last year were smart TVs. And that some people may say, well, that's good news for Roku because they're now in the smart TV business, and if you buy a TV with their operating system, they're going to be able to stream their ads. You'll see their ads and they're going to make money off you based on the product purchase itself, based on the TV purchase, and based on the display ads that they are going to show you when you use their Roku TV. But here's the problem. Roku TVs are not the nicest TVs in the world. They're decent TVs, they work good. I have one myself. But if you're buying a high-end TV, you're not buying a Roku TV. Here we have the Roku TCL. Roku is partnered with TCL. We have one of the Roku Smart 4K TVs for $500, which is a really good deal. But if you're spending real money on a TV and you want a really nice TV, you're not buying a Roku TV. And I think the Roku TVs are going to get phased out because people are going to just want to buy an LG TV or a Sony or whatever, a nice TV. If I have $1,000 to spend on a TV, I'm sure not buying a Roku TV. And I think by the year 2025 or so, all TVs sold in the US will be smart TVs, and Roku TVs are slowly going to get phased out, and the Roku sticks are 100% going to get phased out because all the TVs are going to be smart anyway, and there's going to be no need for the Roku sticks. So they're going to lose the Roku stick, and they're also going to be only selling to low-end buyers, right? Your low-end consumer is going to be the consumer buying the Roku TV. So your LGs of the world, your Sonys, who else makes TVs? I don't need Panasonic. Those guys are starting to make all smart TVs as well. So this is going to hurt Roku in the long run, in my opinion. And they're slowly going to get phased out of the TV world because your LGs, your Sonys, your Panasonics, they're not going to pay for the Roku software. They're going to make their own smart TV software. So I see this thing never reaching this 176 level ever again, and I see it rolling over the next few years, and I could see it having a real hard time ever breaking those highs. So I consider this my number one stock to sell right now. All right, the next one here is going to be a doozy, and this is where I'm going to get the hate in the comment section. My number two stock to sell right now is going to be Tesla, TSLA, and before all you Elon Musk broskies, all you Elon Musk lovers out there attack me, just hear me out for 1 second and you'll understand where I'm coming from, hopefully. So I'm a Tesla backer. I'm a Tesla bull, but I'm not a Tesla perma bull. Let's look at this weekly chart and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is not sustainable. This is what you call a parabolic move. It is not sustainable. And it has just gone absolutely short squeeze to the moon. And over the past 3 months, we've gone for 400 and we're trading over $2,100 per share. And my thesis on this is that Tesla in the long term is going to be just fine. So if you want to hold this forever, then be my guest. I think you'll be just fine. And I think it will end up trading higher. No doubt about it. I could see Tesla in 10 years trading over $3,000 per share. But here's the deal. If Tesla does not make a 10% move lower in the next 6 months, I will shave my hair on this channel. I will go all the way bald on this channel. So my thesis is that Tesla has a 10% pullback at least, and it back down to this last pivot right here on the weekly chart. And so if you sold right here at 2160, you could buy it back down here at 1686, this past pivot, and you have a chance to sell at new all-time highs when it re-breaks those highs. I'm confident that it will, but I think it just needs a period to consolidate, relax for a little bit, and then head higher. You can't find one stock chart in the history of the stock market that just goes straight up and does not have any pullbacks. It does not exist because it just doesn't work that way. Pullbacks are healthy. Pullbacks in the stock market are healthy. You need to pull back. You need to retest important levels where a bunch of volume has been traded, and then you get the breakout and you get the next move higher. So I'm looking for this Tesla to pull back, kind of relax for a little bit, and get the move higher. So if you are a shareholder of Tesla, I think it is wise for you to take profit, wait for the pullback, reload, get your re-entry right, and then you got the next move up and your timing your trades right, and that's how you make buku money in the stock market. All right, guys, so the next ticker that we're going to talk about is BYND, and I think this is just a straight up company. I think this is a trash company, and I think it's headed for the big goose egg zero. And here's my thesis on it. Okay, so we IPO'd back here May of 2019, and we're trading almost 300% higher than we did in the day we IPO'd. And my thesis is on this BYND is I call the touchdown trades we are human thesis. And as humans, we like to eat meat. I like cows. I like to eat cows, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I like to eat pigs. I love me some bacon. I like to eat bacon, and I know you like to eat bacon. We're humans. We like meat. There's nothing wrong with that. Gallup ran a study that said 5% of the United States is vegetarian. So BYND was like, yeah, we're going to make this business, And we're going to base it on 5% of the U.S. population, where we target the vegetarians in the United States with our BS soy burgers and veggie meat. Their target customer base is 5% of the United States population. Here's where I think the bigger issue comes into play. They're targeting McDonald's and all these fast food chains. And your vegetarian people out there aren't going to McDonald's looking for a freaking veggie burger. They're not going to Dunkin' Donuts for their morning coffee looking for a veggie McMuffin. Get out of here, BYND, with that veggie nonsense. We're meat eaters around here. We go to McDonald's for a McDouble, a large fry, and an ice cold Diet Coke. We aren't looking for a BYND McBurger. Get out of here. In my opinion, this BYND is going to end up being like a boutique seller to like your Whole Foods, your Sprouts, your boutique grocery stores, and this thing is way out ahead of itself, trying to target these fast food locations and big restaurants. They need to trim the fat, stick with the Whole Foods, stick with the boutique grocery stores, and they'll be okay. But they're never gonna be as big as they are now. The market cap is way too big, and this thing is headed lower. Get this BYND out of here and get it out of your portfolio. Another one that's going to ruffle some feathers. It's going to make some people a little bit butthurt, a little bit salty around here in the touchdown trades community, but it's all right. I can take it. I can take the heat. The fourth ticker that I think that we should be looking to get out of our portfolios, but not for the long term, just for the short term, so we can get in on a pullback, is Apple. Look at this weekly chart of Apple, and we can just see that it's gone absolutely el loco on us and has made a huge move ahead of this stock split coming up. Traders are thinking that the stock split is going to help rocket this thing higher. It has just breached the $2 trillion market cap level, and I think this Apple needs to pull back. And the same thing that I said with Tesla goes with Apple. If we do not get a 10% pullback in Apple in the next 6 months, I will, look at me in the eyes, I will shave my hair on this channel bald so I look like a I will shave my head and I will look like a on this channel. I think this Apple has a 10% pullback in it. If you sell now, you're selling at all-time highs, and you can time a 10% pullback buy, and I'm confident Apple will make new all-time highs. So if you just want to hold for the long term, you're fine. I'm a believer that you're fine if you want to hold, but it's smarter to sell and buy on pullbacks. Sell when you're breaking all-time highs, and then buy on pullbacks. That's the way we make money in the stock market. Buy on pullbacks, we sell into strength, and then we are all green in the end. All right, let's move on to the fifth and final ticker of this video. All right, trader homies, before we get to the fifth and final ticker, you guys already know what time it is. It is time to give the like button the what? The touchdown trade snake eye jab in the eyes. Snake eye jab, the like button. We do not like the like button. The like button is not our friend, and we give the like button the jab in the eye because we do not like it. It does not like us. We do not like it. All right, so the fifth and final ticker that we should get out of our portfolios right now, we need to sell it right now, is Shopify, S-H-O-P. And I called the BYND the human theory. The Shopify is the e-commerce guru theory. And my theory on Shopify is that we've had a huge rush of people looking to get in on your e-commerce gold mine, partly due, in fact, by the amount of gurus that have been placing ads all over social media, talking about how they've gotten rich by using Shopify to promote, to sell their e-commerce drop shipping business model, right? You have guys posting their Shopify sales results that they've made $100,000 a month over the last year doing drop shipping on Shopify. So you have tons of people looking to get in on that and opening their own Shopify stores. But people are going to realize that it is not as easy as it seems, and you can only fool somebody one time. You can only trick somebody one time, and these gurus only get one shot to hit their lick and get their sale on their course, right? And people are going to open their Shopify store. 95% of them will fail, and then the Shopify customer is gone forever. Because a real e-commerce person who knows how to build a website isn't going to use Shopify. They're going to use something like WordPress more than likely and use a plugin such as WooCommerce on the WordPress website. Because WordPress is open source, it's free, you only need to pay like $6 for hosting a month, where Shopify is limited in its coding capability, in your design capability, and it's probably going to cost you 20 times as much as a WordPress website. And when you use a WordPress website, you have unlimited design capability and you have unlimited expansion capability. When you use Shopify for an e-commerce store, you are limited in your capabilities and your design aspects and features. So this Shopify has obviously made a really nice move on the fake e-commerce guru theory, and it is ready to roll back over. So get this Shopify out of your portfolio. Get it out of here and sell it now. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't offend anybody. If you're a shareholder of one of these companies, I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. It's just how I feel, and I tell the truth. That's one thing about this channel. You will never get any fake guru baloney here. We aren't the biggest trading channel. We aren't the biggest stock market channel on YouTube, but we are the realest. So do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you have not yet done so, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Drop.